Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I thank the Honourable Jalila Kumar for the question. Madam Speaker, the Fijian Tourism Expo is Fiji's premier tourism industry event. And the Expo provides an opportunity for Fiji's tourism industry to showcase all it has to offer. And Madam Speaker, the FTE is actually hosted by Tourism Fiji, and the event basically provides a cross-sectoral platform for partners in the tourism industry to engage directly with international buyers and travel media from our key markets to develop our industry further and to meet international traveler demands, to strengthen existing partnerships, and also to forge new business relationships. Madam Speaker, the Expo is actually held over a 3-day period where the buyers, the international buyers and the media have scheduled appointments to engage with the Fijian tourism industry. This year, Madam Speaker, this marked the 3rd consecutive year of the Expo, and it was the largest and most successful FTE. A total of 111 exhibitors, 153 buyers from 19 countries, including Fiji, 14 international media from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, China, India, and the UK, and 20 local media representatives from about 11 media outlets participated. This year, the event was held at the Sheraton Fiji Convention Centre in Denarau from the 3rd to the 5th of May with the theme, Team Fiji, with a theme that was called Duovata. The theme was conceived from the idea that all partners in the industry create a stronger presence in the global market for Fiji when working together. The event was a great success, Madam Speaker, with about 110 Fijian tourism operators exhibiting over the 3 days and facilitating a total of about 8,880 appointments between the buyers and sellers, which was an outstanding achievement in itself. Madam Speaker, the FTE has become the event through which the industry players are able to secure contracts and agreements with the wholesalers for the next year. The other benefits, Madam Speaker, of the Fijian Tourism Expo include, but they're not actually limited to it, it provides increased visibility in both our traditional and non-traditional markets. It strengthens our current partnerships and forges new business relationships. It provides an avenue to further develop, Madam Speaker, our tourism industry to meet the international travelers' demands. It also involves familiarization trips, where buyers and our international media partners provide media coverage and value for Fiji's tourism destinations. Also provides a platform, Madam Speaker, for Fiji's local products, which links other sectors of the economy to the business of tourism. And also performances and events are part of the program during the Expo, and it helps showcase our culture, our dance, and our art, and it keeps our Fijian culture alive, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the benefits of the FTE is actually not limited to the tourism industry only, but also includes the retail sector, especially arts and crafts. And the Fijian Crafted Village that have now just about has a permanent presence within the Expo featured about 14 artisans this year and received success with Fijian crafted products and establishing new market links, etc., and receiving orders which totaled about $15,500, and with established retail companies and art galleries from locally and abroad. And this represents about 106% increase, Madam Speaker, in orders from last year, which was about $7,500. Madam Speaker, I wish to thank you for that.
Thank you. Supplementary question. I invite the Honourable Yampile.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Can the Honourable Minister inform how does the event empower Fijians to benefit from the tourism industry? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as I said, the inclusion of the Fijian Crafted Village within the Fijian Tourism Expo complements the Fijian government's efforts to grow the micro, small and medium enterprises and continues to making that sector the backbone of our economy. And this year, like I said, there were 14 artisans who were part of the Fijian Crafted Village, and they benefited through the sales of their artifacts, amounting to more than $3,000 for the duration of those 3 particular days. They were also given an opportunity, Madam Speaker, to establish new markets with the resorts and in the outer islands, and some market links with other hotels, resorts and businesses in Fiji, and also other businesses abroad. Madam Speaker, when more emphasis is placed on the support and promotion of these micro and small and medium enterprises, the country will be able to create more jobs and more business activity that will basically increase economic growth. through the presence of our artisans, Madam Speaker, awareness raised during the course of the Fijian Tourism Expo and other potential businesses were encouraged to utilize the God-given gifts and skills and partake of the tourism business. Their art and crafts bear the Fijian crafted brand, which uplifts the overall product standard, empowering Fijian citizens and providing them with an avenue for income generation. The brand identifies, Madam Speaker, and benchmarks Fijian quality, Fijian standards, and Fijian skilled craftsmanship, representing authentic Fijian crafts and made by Fijian crafters using local Fijian materials. The specific Fijian crafted emblem differentiates our authentic Fijian crafts and contemporary pieces from handicraft made in other countries, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, for the first time, the visitors to our shores were able to identify authentic Fijian-made arts and crafts by looking for the Fijian crafted logo prior to their purchase, and the success of the Fijian crafted brand is dependent on the support from all stakeholders, and especially from the private sector and other Fijians at large. In other sectors such as the construction sector and interior designers could also revive this authentic Fijian motifs in their designs in construction to spread the gospel of the Fijian made by Fijian campaign. Now, Madam Speaker, I proudly say that the FTE provides a great platform through its Fijian Crafted Village for our artisans to showcase their handicrafts and establish new markets for their crafts and promote the brand, which would further enable our SME sector to benefit from the tourism market.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable William Inawaka.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Tourism Expo is to dedicate 20% of its space to our neighbors in the South Pacific, because we used to project ourselves as the hub, as the big brother. And it made the South Pacific an attractive destination for all buyers from all over the world. Can I ask the Honourable Minister, who touts about Fiji being the hub, what are you doing about bringing back the South Pacific players to be part of the Tourism Expo that we used to do in the past? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, just to give you a bit of background on the SPTO, which the Honourable Member is actually talking about. Just a week ago, the SPTO hosted its third biggest event in the Gold Coast in Australia. SPTE, which it's called, is the region's largest travel and tourism business-to-business event, is largely driven by the private sector, and SPTO has assisted their business by convening SPTE international markets to facilitate direct exchanges, business exchanges with quality wholesalers. For many Pacific Island nations, Madam Speaker, tourism is the mainstay in their economies, and SPTE serves as a platform for the enhancement of national economies and thousands of Pacific people who rely on the industry basically for their livelihoods. The event, again, is a one-stop shop which allows valued international travel partners to meet the regional tourism products and suppliers from islands, and SPTE offers the convenience of meeting all Pacific Island destinations, a cost-effective platform for our Pacific Island partners to travel from all corners of the ocean. So we do have an event that covers the Pacific people. Now, Fijian tourism operators, Madam Speaker, through the SPTO, actually receive great mileage through their participation at SPTE, as they are able to conduct businesses both with regional and international buyers. And from Fiji, there were 15 tourism operators or properties and tour companies that actually attended this event under Tourism Fiji's banner. Tourism Fiji also, Madam Speaker, was awarded the best booth at SPTE 2016 in the Gold Coast. Madam Speaker, I don't think there's a requirement. We've had a successful FTE. This is Fiji's own participation by the South Pacific and our regional neighbors, as the Honourable Member was saying. That forms part of SPTO and SPTE. So I don't think it's necessary that we actually make that change with respect to FTE.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Alvin Marai.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Can Minister further elaborate how does FTE promote sustainable tourism development? Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, as I said earlier in my response, The FTE is the largest tourism event that we host in Fiji and is the opportunity to market Fiji for the global market. Through the FTE, as a platform, we promote the Fijian tourism industry as the ideal destination to take full account of its current and future economic and social and environmental impacts, whilst addressing the needs of the visitors and the industry and the environment in those communities. Therefore, this year's exhibitors, Madam Speaker, had focused their booth towards sustainable tourism practices. The ministry specifically promoted ecotourism. I see a wry smile on the other side. I see a wry smile on the other side. Maybe you should learn. All stakeholders working together, Madam Speaker, all stakeholders working together with a sustainably holistic attitude with the help to promote a green tourism industry, which is conscious in not only addressing the needs of our visitors, but it's also for the future. And it is all in line with our green growth framework, Madam Speaker. The FTE actually helps raise awareness on sustainable practice and standards that are to be adopted by the tourism industry operators in promoting sustainable tourism. And we will continue, Madam Speaker, to use such platforms to promote sustainable practices and encourage our visitors to basically partner with us in protecting our pristine environment that we have and our rich marine life and other God-given assets, which keeps Fiji apart from other travel destinations, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honorable Ratu Kiliraki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. An interesting concept that I noted yesterday during the lunch hour presentation in regards to buying Fiji product in the hotel industry is the concept of adoption. Taking an example, the school adoption program to TC Winston. My question is to the Honourable Minister, whether through this Tourism Expo, can they be a doorway for adoption process in terms of the hotel tourism providers as adopting like handicraft suppliers and all other retailers to be adopted by the stakeholders in the hotel industry so that it uplifts the availability of the product that they sell. Thank you,
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I thank the Honourable Member for a question. That's actually a very good question. There is a specific, if I may be specific about yesterday's lunchtime about the Fijian grown things that are used in the hotels. There is a specific night, Madam Speaker, that is dedicated to food, and that's our Fijian grown food. This is where it's showcased. Our chefs, our chefs that are world-renowned also around all the hotels, take part in all of this program, and that particular night is dedicated to our Fijian food, so that our hoteliers also are aware of all the different local products that are available. And yes, we are making a concerted effort, Madam Speaker, to make sure, together with the Ministry of Agriculture, to ensure that all our hotels carry as much of our Fijian grown as possible. And I think if I could just relay an occasion where we had a few months ago, Minister of Agriculture and I went through the actual menu, and I think 90% of the menu contained our local ingredients, which made us very happy to see. But yes, there is a concerted effort from the ministry to do this.
Thank you. I really need to limit the number of questions, and I will give the last question to the Honourable Member that stood up first, and that is Honourable Anna Revande.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the government for the initiative in the hosting of Fijian Tourism Expo. My question is, can I ask the Minister, they will be inviting craftsmen to exhibit what sort of protection of their or IPR, intellectual property rights, in their context, in the Fijian made, whether they are documented or properly documented in our country for the protection of those art and craft. Thank you.
Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think next session of Parliament, just be very wary and be advised that there will be something there, but of course we are. We do advise them, and there will be something in Parliament shortly.